Hi all, Hibber here. Today we got a new camo for the Yamato among one of the ships, also for Shimakaze and Musta. And I put it out by Yami because that's where I think it belongs. And what this camo does is, other than camouflaging your ship, in case you wanted to, go into the forest with it, it shows you how many ships you have sunk with that particular ship, which is actually kind of cool. I like that, and I think Wargaming should continue this thing and roll it out to way more ships. And I also like the fact that it's expensive. It's 5,000 steel, so yikes! It's something for the veterans, which is good because there's hardly anything for veterans in this game, and that's a good thing. Now, full disclosure, I did get this one for free by Wargaming, but I would have bought it anyway for Yamato, because I wanted to test it out, and I don't really play Shimakaze, and I definitely don't play Worcester. Ew. So none of those ships made any sense to me. So I was gonna get it for Yami, and I didn't have to, so I saved 5,000 steel. But yeah, I get the point that it's expensive. 5,000 steel, that's a lot. That's a few months, well, probably like 5-6 months worth of saving, and I get it. But like I said, it is something for the players that have been with the game forever, and there's really nothing really interesting left. And it's nice to have something to actually work towards that's not a ship. Because some people don't really find the Missouri that interesting, myself included. And I would like something else to spend my steel on. And camouflages like this is a perfect example of what Wargaming should offer. I think they should also offer legendary upgrades as well for steel. I think that would be an awesome thing to work towards as well. But as it is now, I'm quite happy that we get these 3 camos here. I think they're really cool, and I think it's a really good idea as well to have, a camo that shows your kill count. Not that it really, means that much, because it doesn't tell you how many battles you have actually played. So, but anyway, it's still cool, and I like it, and it's going to be rare to see out there, and that's something I like. I like rare stuff, and I like grinding towards stuff in games, and this is definitely something that I will be grinding towards. Not for the other 2 ships, like I said, I have no intention of ever playing them again, really. But if it comes out for a Targo, for example, I'm definitely buying it. I'm number 1 in line, that's for sure. And there's a whole other line of ships I would like it for, like Hipper and Albemarle, or pretty much any tier 7 cruiser. Let's just say it like that, right? And Exeter, of course. But for now, it looks like it's the legendary thing only. But of course, that could change. So the camo itself, I don't like a lot. I think it's well, it's not ugly, but it doesn't really do it for me. There's nothing spectacular about it. Like, had it been pink or something, yeah, that would be a little bit more interesting. And another thing I don't like about it, and I know I'm nitpicking here, but still, like, that's what my channel is about, nitpicking. So what I would like was for this, the numbers on this camo, not the whole camo. I just want the numbers, and I would like to put them on top of other camos. So kind of, a transparent camouflage that you put on top of the camouflage you really want. And unfortunately, that's not possible, but that would be nice, and I'm pretty sure that's not ever going to happen. So here we have a Shimakaze that wants to throw his ship away, which is, it's never a smart idea, even if you can torp a battleship. You are a destroyer, and you are the most important unit in the game. And especially when you don't actually manage to sink the battleship, then it's, well, it's a waste. But it suits me very well, because I just missed out on shooting that Shima earlier, and I was like kicking myself, and there he was. So how fantastic is that, serving himself up on a plate? And I'm still, once I get my heal, I'm still at about half health. It's pretty good, actually. So I'm just gonna wait for this Colbert here, because it looks like he's gonna try to sneak through this little hole in the mountains here, and then once I've thinned out 1 or 2 more ships, I'll start to cap the B cap. But as it is right now, I'm just gonna be focused if I go out there. So I'm gonna wait and see if someone comes to me first, and if not, then we'll see what we'll do then. But someone is, very nicely spotting this Colbert here. It's probably the destroyer on the, you know, well, not probably, it is the destroyer on the flank. And that's nice, because I have another destroyer behind me here, and he's not doing anything. And that's, you know, tragic, but what can you do? And again, that Ibuki gets away with murder, and that's the second, like, nasty salvo he survived, and yeah, it's getting a little annoying now. So anyway, back to the camo. I think it's a really good idea. So keep it up, Wargaming. Like the guys have had some pretty good ideas lately, and stuff that I have been telling them or advocating for quite a while. And goodbye, Colbert. Yoink. Anyway, you know, the epic modifications, that was one thing that I've been asking for, you know, a few years, and now they finally came through. I know they haven't really, you know, but what are those torpedoes for? Like, honestly. Anyway, I know Wargaming hasn't really followed up with any more epic modifications, but that's okay. It's only been an update or two, and I can live with that. But I'm pretty sure that later on, once they figure out the balance of them, which I don't really think is a problem at all, I think we're going to get a lot more of them, and a lot more different ones as well. And who knows, perhaps even, you know, a rudder upgrade. Ooh, that would be interesting. And it would allow people to do builds that are different, so that it's not all, you know, cookie cutter builds. Like if you have one ship, then you do one particular build, and that's about it. So I like some diversity, and like ships that is falling around me now. But yeah, we'll see what we can do here. At least that Colbert was put out of its misery. So it's time to move in towards the B cap now. I'm just trying to position my big, huge Japanese ship here, so I can actually, you know, go in towards the cap. Because if we are behind on points, and there's 7 minutes left, and someone is spotting me, and I don't know where they are, because my destroyer, I don't know, he went to the other side now. He was behind me before, I don't know. He, yeah. Anyway. And there's the Ibuki again, and let's do one more time. And I guess I don't have to tell you that again he gets away with it. This is like the luckiest Ibuki ever. But anyway, so they got one battleship down over on the right flank, which is excellent. That's good work. And there's just one battleship left, and he's reversing away. So I'm just gonna put myself into cover here behind this mountain, so I don't, you know, get shot at by the Ibuki. That would be annoying. And then I'm going to help the guys out with this Yami here to get that removed off the map, so we can just concentrate on the left side of the map. And that's usually, well, not usually, that's how you win in this game here. And this is like a pretty nasty shot. I mean, he wasn't really ready for me to show up there. And done, finished. That was the third ship. So now we'll cap. And no one is spotting over on the other side. And where's the destroyer now? He's still in the C cap, which of course makes a lot of sense, because we've had that cap for a long time. It would be nice to have some spotting over here on the C side, and he is coming over now, so that's good. So I'm just gonna hang around here then. I don't want to really pop out. I mean, the Ibuki is not really a threat. He's down to like whatever % health. And the Camo comes out here, and just struggling to get my guns on target, but I do make it. And just checking, are we going to hit? And yep, sure. Citadel and Destroy. So that's 4 ships. So I'm at 428 kills now. I can see that on my camo. So this one makes it 432. So let's see if we can make it 433. And that means a crackalacken as well. But first we'll cap, because that's important. We don't want to leave this here cap here uncapped, so to speak. So while we're sneaking up on this Ibuki here, we can just talk about the price again, because I realize 5,000 steel is a lot. I mean, Colbert was only 3,000 steel, as far as I remember. But like I also said earlier, I think that's a good thing. I think it's, you know, these camos are going to be something really rare out there, because even if people can afford them, they probably don't want to waste, or not waste, but they probably don't want to use their very, very scarce steel resources on a camouflage, no matter how cool the camouflage is. And now he smokes me up, and I was like, if he doesn't spot now, I'm going to be very upset. But he does spot, and thank you, Mr. DD. You came through in the end. Excellent, thank you. So I've got a pretty good idea of where the Ibuki is, because he's probably going to be somewhere over here. And yep, there he is. The destroyer spots for me, so we're just going to stagger our shots here a little bit. And this time he's not getting away. Yoink, done, Kraken, and that was the new cool camo. I really like it, and I think it's a great idea, and I hope Wargaming rolls this out to many more ships and in many more different camos and many more colors, for example. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you out there.